Okay, that's a pretty basic idea about how the style works. Now, if you've been playing a while and you've got all of this under your belt and you want a little something to try that's more slippery and slidey and ultimately more fun. It's a more impressionistic way of looking at a melody line rather than spelling it all out. I tend to like this part of it better because I prefer to fill in the blanks myself. If it gets to be too predictable, then I start to lose interest in it. But this way, you can kind of fill in the blanks with the music that you're used to listening to. And ultimately, I guess everybody would hear it a different way. It's to use slides, whether it be short slides on the chord tones or longer slides from one double stop position to the next. To me, it sounds more like fiddle, and basically what it does is allow you to imply the notes that are in the cracks that the frets take away from you. So you don't really hear the frets. What you hear is an implied line. You hear all those notes, although you don't actually play them. You just skim over the top of them. Now, the way to do that, you have to have constant pressure with your left hand, thumb on the back of the neck, push, even pressure with your fingertips and your thumb. So it's a full hand squeeze. It's not thumb on the back of the neck and try to do all of the work with your finger muscles. You should rest the bottom side of the neck right about where your index and hand muscles and bones come together so that you've got a little space in between here. Now that way, it's not to say that your thumb is going to stay in one spot. It is going to pivot and move around depending on what position your hand is in, but you can still mash enough pressure onto the strings, down to the frets, so that you can get a smooth sound. Now, I like to practice trying to sound, say for instance, you're a singer. Take a song that you sing that you're comfortable with and put it on the mandolin. Play, listen to how you phrase the words. Whenever you sing, it's not real static. There's little ramps that go into the notes and back out of them again. A good way to practice using this technique is to take a song that you're familiar with, you're comfortable with, and take your mandolin and try to play the sound that you hear coming from your voice and play all the slides in. Slide up, long slide. Smooth tremolo all the time. Smooth pressure on the neck. Slide. The tricky part of using these slides is to time your slides so that you emphasize the notes in the melody. You could call them target notes if you wish, as you slide by. Say this line. Now, naturally, I wouldn't play all of those if it was a lot faster. If I'm using a slide, it would be more like this. If you want more information on this style, you could come to the Monroe Mandolin Camp. The Dario sponsors Monroe Mandolin Camp, monroemandolincamp.com.